Hello and welcome to FPL Mate. My name is Dan. I'm not in my usual place right now. I'm in the Stick to FPL studio, and we've got here FPL Sim with us because we're doing some off-season content. And today we're talking about price changes and what players may be in for a bit of a different price next season. So we've got 4 categories for us today, Sim, that we're going to go through. We're going to have a look at players who have had very big seasons. You can imagine what kind of players are in there. Rodgers, Mbeumo, Wood, maybe. After that, we're going to look at those premium defenders. With Trent leaving, there's going to be a bit of a gap there. And we'll have a look at those premium players and whether we think, does Haaland deserve a price drop maybe? Could Salah be increased? And finally, we'll have a look at those new faces, those new transfers to the Premier League, and what kind of prices we might expect from them. So Liverpool fans, Florian Wirtz fans, stay tuned because we're going to try and predict his price. By the way, guys, leave a comment with your predictions for the players we're talking about today or any other player you want to talk about, because once you've written it down, that is binding and you can't change your mind after it's written down. So yeah, leave a comment to see if you agree with any of these. So let's start off with the players who have had big seasons. Let's start off with Brighton Mbeumo. He started this season, well, the season just gone, at 7 million. The second highest scoring player in FPL, just after Salah, with 236 points. Surely he cannot stay at 7 million. Surely.
He obviously won't, but I think the FPL towers are going to have a bit of a difficult one here.
Yeah.
Because Mbeumo putting up 236 points should be a premium player.
Mm-hmm.
But do you want a premium player playing for a mid-table team?
Yeah.
How comfortable are they going to be having Mbeumo at 10, 11, something like that, million?
It can't happen.
It's not,
No.
is it? So I think what's realistic is probably a 9.5 to 10 at most. I feel like 10 is probably a push. I would probably say 9 or 9.5, but he's in for a big price drop.
We're gonna do a prediction each for each of these players. They're gonna go into a table on screen for people, and we're gonna see who people agree with, maybe more. I think we saw like Isak and Watkins like push 8.5 to 9 last season, playing for Newcastle and Villa, but Brentford aren't quite at that level. So unless Mbeumo can get a transfer before the new game is released, I think we're looking at 8.5. Maybe put him in the same level as like a Bruno and Ødegaard from last year, which I think is fair.
I think they got price drops though.
What those guys did?
Yeah.
From the year before?
Yeah.
Maybe
not Ødegaard, but I think Bruno got a price drop if I'm not mistaken. So
I think both could have a price drop this season, to be fair.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, they could do.
We've got a lot of players to go through, so let's go to Morgan Rodgers. Like, let's be real, this is the player everyone is expecting the price increase for. Started at 5 million last season, which was obviously underpriced. Got as high as 5.8. What are we saying for the new season, though?
I think 7.5 to 8.
8 million?
Yeah.
That's too far.
No, I think that's fair.
Too far. 7 million for me.
You think 7 million?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
Palmer went
on.
from 5 to 10.
Yes, but Palmer scored like 1 million points.
Palmer got as many points as Mbeumo did this year.
But got more. Palmer got more.
Palmer didn't get more than 236, did he?
Yeah, I think he got like 255 points or something crazy like that. Let me verify that.
If he got 255,
that.
fair enough. But if 236 can justify going from 5.5 to 10.5
last season,
then I would say Rodgers, I know he didn't hit 200 points, but I think
we hit 161.
Yeah.
Like, that's, don't get me wrong, that's good, but it's
that's
not like
7 million. So what did I say? 7.5, right? So,
you said up to 8.
Okay, 8 might be too far. But I think 7.5 is definitely fair. I'll stick my neck out for 7.5.
So Palmer last season, 244 points and was the highest scoring player in the game. Like, that justifies it.
But 200. Bearing in mind, Mbeumo was on 236, right? It's 8 points less.
Mm-hmm. But Rodgers plays for a weaker team.
Rodgers plays for a stronger team.
Okay, he plays for a stronger team. He plays for a less traditionally strong team. And FPL do count tradition when they're doing the prices. You know, all the Man United players are going to be like 8 to 10 million again next year, despite everything. You know it for a fact. And people will still buy them because Man United tax is a real thing in FPL.
Yeah, fair enough.
But no, I think...
All right. I'll be more safe. 7 million. I'll do 7 million for Morgan
You're just
Rodgers.
copying me.
Have you gone 7 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do 7.5 then.
Fine, 7.5. All right. Chris Wood, 6 million last year. 8? No way. I'll say 7.5. Like, I think similar to what they did with Mateta, like the year before. Wissa, I think he's more deserving of a boost than Wood in many ways. I know he didn't score quite as many points as Wood this year, but there wasn't too much in it by the end of the season.
I don't think he'll actually go that far. I think Wood was at 6, right?
But both Wissa and Wood started at 6 last season. I think they'll be similar again next season, no?
Yeah.
I'll go 7.5 again for Wissa. What about you?
I'd go 7.
So you go 7, I'll go 7.5.
Yeah.
So you think Wood is going to be more expensive than Wissa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, right. On that basis, who are you going for, Wood or Wissa next season? If
Wissa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but if they're both the same price, you're still going for Wissa.
Yeah.
But we think you saying that Wood will be more expensive unjustifiably.
Not unjustifiably. Wood got more points last year.
Yeah.
Which is a big part of how you do the next year.
Okay, fine. All right. Let's go to Bowen.
It's not about their expected data that decides.
Otherwise, that's how I decide to pick.
What's their X, my
X price is about similar for both of them. I'm still picking Wissa out the two every
it was
time.
Expected data, he'd get a price drop.
Maybe. All right. By the way, interestingly, if Mbeumo leaves Brentford, the torch always passes down for Brentford. It was Tony. When Tony went, Mbeumo stepped up. When Mbeumo leaves, if he does leave, Wissa steps up. Wissa leaves. No, Shada is after Wissa. So if Wissa leaves, that's when Shada comes in. So they have this chain of players that always seem to smash it. Jared Bowen, 7.5 last year.
I think 8's fair.
I would agree with you on that one. To be boring, but... And then we've got like Cliver and Semenyo here. So we've got some Bournemouth boys. Both started at 5.5. They've surely due an increase somewhat, right?
They'll definitely go up. I don't know if they'll go as high as 7. I think Cliver, Semenyo actually outscored Cliver, didn't he?
Last day of the season.
I think 6.5 and 7, but I don't know who's going to get which. I'll give Semenyo 7 and Cliver. I'll give them both 7. I'll give them both 7 million.
I'm going to go both 6.5. I think like similar to what they did with Gibbs White last season. Because Bournemouth actually didn't end up finishing like crazy high or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then finally in this category, I've got Jacob Murphy. And by the way, interesting on him. He started the season at 5.5 and actually ended on 5.2. So he was not popular at all at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Lots of people sold him. Then like from game week 16 onwards, he just started doing absolute madness for the rest of the season. And he was all the way down to 4.9 million.
Oh my God.
So he dropped from 5.5 down to 4.9 and then clawed it back up to 5.3 at his max. But 5.5, is that far off?
I don't think he gets that big of a jump,
No.
I think 6 million is probably reasonable.
And you have the idea that maybe Newcastle look to get a new winger in the summer. They've got a bit more money to spend now. Now in the old Champo League. All right, well, what you say for Murphy again?
6, unless you're going to say 6 as well.
I maybe was going to say 6 to be fair.
I'll go 6.5 then.
Wow. Yeah. I love how yours is always like 0.5 higher than mine. Okay, let's move on to the next category. And this is premium defenders. There's no Trent Alexander-Arnold. Is anyone going to step up and take his place as a 7 million plus defender?
No.
Probably not. Let's start with Van Dijk, his teammate. Signed a new contract here for another year. Very good season for Van Dijk. And was he the top scoring defender in the end? I believe he was up there. So he was the 4th highest scoring defender of last season. 6 million to start off, but ended on 6.7.
He's always overpriced for me.
He is, isn't he?
I don't think I've ever owned Van Dijk in FPL.
But he's always so popular.
But I just never got it.
Yeah.
For what, another 500,000 you can have Trent or Robertson.
Yeah. He's that guy who everyone in your mini league seems to have him for some reason. But this time there's not going to be a Trent to upgrade to. So does that impact things?
Well, there's going to be a Kirkers.
Maybe.
There's going to be a...
We'll come to him.
What's the other boy that they just signed from?
Frimpong.
Oh,
we'll be coming to him as well, don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
So I think Van Dijk is like... I don't know, you go first.
I don't think he gets a price change.
So started 6 last season, 6 again this year.
In fact, he might even go down, but I don't think he'll get a price change. I'll say 6, yeah.
I was tempted to go 6.5, to be honest.
You think he'll go up?
Yeah, I think...
4th highest scoring FPL defender. Did he even get 150?
No.
Like, you can't give someone 6.5.
It's difficult because the defenders this year have not done great because of the changes to the bonus point system. Have naturally not favoured defenders as much. So, but I guess I have to say 6. I think a lot of these guys I'm going to say 6, to be fair. So let's say, I'll say 6 as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Gvardiol. Now, in fairness, I think he could go up. He started at 6 last year.
Yeah.
I think if anyone is getting towards that 7, it's him.
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Top scoring defender of last season.
I'll go 6.5.
I wanted 6.5 as well. We might match on all of these. All right, let's do this next 2 as a pair because I have a feeling there'll be similar prices. Saliba and Gabriel, unless you disagree.
6s.
Both 6s.
How much were they last year? 5.5?
6.
They're both 6 last year.
Both started 6, yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah. It was only Ben White at Arsenal who was up to 6.5.
But he had a crazy season the year before. Yeah, I think they stay. I think they stay then.
I wonder if they could go to 6.5. I'm going to say 6.5.
Okay.
If they're 6, one of them is in my team Gameweek 1, no matter what.
I think Saliba 6, Gab 6.5.
Ooh, if that was the case, would you be tempted to go Saliba over Gabriel? Still go Gabriel. All right, Kukureya.
What was he? 5 last year?
Yep.
5.5.
I agree. Milenkovic, 4.5 last year. We could put any Forest defender here, but Milenkovic ended up scoring the most points of the Forest defenders, 145 points, which makes him the 3rd highest scoring player. Only 3 points behind Trent in that defender category.
Yeah, I think Forest are going to suffer from their success a little bit.
I agree.
Because they're not 5 million plus players, but they're going to be priced there.
They will.
Yeah.
Go on.
5 million.
I think they the FPL are going to screw this one. I think they're going to put in 5.5.
You think so?
And he will just not be. He won't be pickable at that price. Unfortunately, people still will pick him, but yeah, with Europe next season, it's not going to be as easy. Particularly as Forest, like, not to go data nerd, but they overperformed so much, and a lot of their games, you wonder how on earth they got the wins. Some of the wins that they did. Yeah. Not to be a hater, but kind of hated.
big Forest hater.
All right, Munoz, 5 million last year.
I'm gonna say Munoz could hit 6. You know?
Do you think
he really could? But
he's so attacking.
The problem is it's Palace.
Yeah,
5.5.
Yeah, me too. Kirkes,
he's 4.5 right now.
Started 4.5, ended 5.3.
Kirkes, he'll be 5.5.
Yeah, he's 6.5.
He can't. He hasn't done anything to justify that price. He can't be 6.5.
He will.
He can't be priced more than Van Dijk. They will. Konate is always $1 million cheaper. Gomez is cheap.
Yeah, fullback though, attacking threat. Kirkes attacking threat.
Shilikas is 5.
Liverpool, yeah, because he was 2nd string. We're looking at Robertson prices for Kirkes, which is 6.5.
No chance. No chance.
I think we are.
No chance.
Honestly, if he goes Liverpool, 6.5 without a doubt.
If he is more than 5.5, I will apologise.
Okay, fine. All right, you say 5.5. I will say 6 to be conservative. And with that, we'll move on to the premium players. Haaland.
He's got to get a big price drop in it.
15 was crazy, to be fair.
It was right.
It seemed right.
It was right.
It seemed right for the first, 6-7 game weeks.
Yeah. And I generally believe that was the correct pricing, but he's got to come down to 12.5, 13. He'll probably come down to 13. Actually, no, 13 might be a bit too low, actually. He'll probably be 13.5.
I'll go as low as 12.5.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to go a lot lower on that one. Yeah. It wasn't a good season. He's barely in the top 10 top scoring players in FPL this year. So, I don't know, man. Salah?
I think he goes 14.5.
14? I don't know if they go as high as they did with Haaland. I think they may have learned with going super high.
He's literally just obliterated the points record.
The difficulty is he has, and if he's any lower than 14, everyone's going to have him in their team.
Really, what they should do is have them both at 14. They won't do that. I reckon, did I guess 13.5 for Haaland? I think I did.
Yeah.
13.5, and I would say 14 or 14.5 for Salah.
Okay. I will say 13.5 for Salah. I just don't know if they'll have the guts to go as high this year after what happened last year. Cole Palmer, 10.5 start last year, probably a little bit overpriced based on one season. They had to put him up, but maybe went a little too high with him.
I think they got it just right.
Yeah, it's 10.5 again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 10. Yeah. Saka, 10 last year.
He should get a price drop, but he won't.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
10? Me too. Son, 10 last season. Same price as Saka. Surely not anymore.
He might even hit 8.
8? I guess Spurs had such a poor season, didn't they?
And so did he.
Yeah. I'll say 8.5 because I don't know if they'll completely obliterate him. Isak started 8.5. He was like a shoo-in, a must-have at 8.5 last year.
Started off the season really badly, though.
Yeah, first few game weeks, but then soon picked it up.
The first few months, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't a great start for him. I think it was just before Christmas he really started to turn it on, getting some big hauls. But we do need to price him up, I think, from 8.5 to...
I don't think 10's crazy.
No?
No.
I don't either, to be fair. You know what? No, I'm happy with 10. Palmer, Saka, Isak, around the same price, gives people a decision to make out of those players. All right, Isak 10. Watkins started at 9 last year.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
I think 9's maybe about right for him. So I'll stay with 9. Foden was 9.5 last year.
Again, fair.
You think Foden stays at 9?
No. Like he probably won't stay at 9.5. I don't think he'll come down that much. I think he's probably going to come down to 8.5 or 9. But
choose one.
I think 9.5 was fair last season.
Off the back of last season, maybe.
If I have to pick, I would say 9 to be safe. For some reason, English football just loves the guy.
They do. I'm going to go 8.5 though. I think he comes down, which could be really interesting actually. If he, comes back to what we saw from him previously, that could be a really nice FPL pick. All right. So assuming the prices we just spoke about, you got to pick 2 premiums for next year for game week 1. Who are you picking? Salah's one of them.
Depends on the fixtures.
Yeah, so true.
But if assuming everyone has brilliant fixtures, I'll probably pick Salah and Haaland.
Salah and Haaland, double. I think I will take my Arsenal bias and go Salah and Saka.
I just don't think Saka's that great an FPL asset most of the time.
Well, not when he's injured for 6 months. He's not.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how he starts off next season.
But fixtures is going to be so important. We're picking those premiums, but I think we've got some good prices there. And also, let us know who you think who you would go for if you could pick 2 of those premiums. I'll allow you 3 if you pick 2 under 10 million as well, or 10 million or below. And finally, the new faces to the Premier League, or the new faces or players moving around clubs here. So a lot of this is speculative at time of recording. I don't know if any of these deals will go through during that time or, in the next few weeks.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, not coming to the Premier League. Well, let's start off with some players who've already got some Premier League experience. So Cunha, Man United.
He was a 6.5 last season.
Started 6.5, yeah. If he goes United.
I'm going to say he might go to 8.5.
8.5 United tax.
Yeah.
I'm going to go more conservative and say 7.5.
Oh,
which could be nice.
He'll be in everyone's team if that happens.
Could be nice.
He'll be in absolutely everyone's
team.
team.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's too little.
Yeah. Would you not have him at that price?
Maybe. Yeah. But I'd probably not game week 1 though. I don't know if I will take any chance on Manchester United in game week 1, like full stop. Which I think is why they maybe need to be a bit careful with Man United players, because the trust is not there. People always pick Man United players, but for like non-Man United fans, trust in United is at an all-time low during like most of our lifetimes. So even at 7.5, I don't think I pick Cunha game week 1 for United.
That's crazy. Given that you say that, then I'm going to drop my prediction to 7.5.
Well, there you go. Gibbs White.
How much is he now?
6.5.
I'll say 7.5. Yeah,
I'll agree with that one. Delap?
6.5.
I think maybe 7.
I think that'll be expensive.
I'm going to say 7 anyway. And then we've got some other players here. I'm going to save this player till last. Let's go Cherky.
Cherky?
Yeah.
Where's he playing?
He's attacking midfielder.
What's his position? Okay, AM.
He's probably...
Does he score a lot of goals?
Somewhat, yeah. creative man?
Let's say 7.5.
All right.
Let's say 7, actually. 7.
The knowledge on Cherky maybe not there.
0. This is the first time I heard his name.
I don't know enough about him to predict this accurately, but I know enough about him to say 7.5. Sesko. Little Arsenal move on the cards.
Arsenal striker. It's got to be 8, isn't it? 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
I think it'll be boosted up to 8.5.
Yeah.
It's just Arsenal striker, isn't it? There's always a premium on that.
Havertz is 7.5 though, isn't he?
I don't know what he started last season as. Let me actually check that.
He might actually be 8.
But I think Havertz was around 8.5 last year at the start of the season. He started at 8.
Okay, I'm going to say 8.
Okay, I'll say 8.5. Wirtz at Liverpool.
9.
Yeah, it's 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd maybe even go 9.5.
Yeah,
like similar to like De Bruyne last season, something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. He could be a killer next year.
Frimpong, presuming he is listed as a defender,
that will be 5+. That will be 5.5.
I think he could go I think he could be the new trend. I think he could be 6.5, 7.
Yeah, he could be 6 easily. I don't see it as 6.5, but I'm gonna say 6.
Okay, I'll say 6.5. And the final player, the player I'm most excited about, is Rodrigo joining Arsenal. Which, look, I don't know if it's going to happen. We can dream. One of the best players in world football to come to the mighty Arsenal.
I mean, is he actually that good though?
Yes.
He really isn't.
Because he's played out of position for years at Real Madrid. He's so much better than he's being allowed to play at Madrid. This is Alexis Sanchez Mark II. He was an elite FPL asset back in the day.
Fair enough. 9.5.
10.5.
I think that's too pricey.
Maybe that's my Arsenal bias. And by the way, I don't buy him at 10.5.
No, I mean neither.
But I think the hype will be there.
I probably don't buy him at 9.5.
No?
No.
It is risky, isn't it? It is super risky. But
for 9.5, you could be getting an Isak or a Saka or something like that, you know?
Maybe someone more reliable. But could Rodrigo be better than Saka? Like for output?
Probably. But
it's not a bad deal then.
But I wouldn't be buying Saka most likely.
Fair enough.
If he's that price too.
Right, well, that's all of the players I've got for today. Let us know if you do agree or not. And make sure you also check out FPL Sim. Where can people find you primarily, Sim?
Great podcast called Stick to FPL.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. 2 very dashing co-hosts. But yeah, FPL Sim on TikTok. That's probably the best place to find me, even though I don't post that often anymore. But I'll be back next season.
Yeah, you need to get back on it for next season, man. Like back in the game. And just looking forward to next season now, man. Yeah, counting down every week to see it coming in. But there you go. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later, mates. Bye-bye.